Hello, this is Victor for June 14th, Wednesday night, and looking at the Dow, ticker symbol DIA. And here I notice that we slightly closed below the 5-day moving average. As noted here, slightly closed below the 5-day moving average. So I'm going to start looking into shorting this. Did pick up a little bit my lunch here. So started a small position here. Looking at the RSI 5 daily again, you could see we coming out of the oversold area. And the weekly RSI 2, which I have here, we have a slight divergence as well. Now, if this does continue to go down, what could be the target? Could be down here at 334, or if to gap fill at 332. So just have to take it one day at a time and let the market tell us what it's doing. Let's go over to the SPY. SPY, here we got a very small doji here, hardly any body, so it's going to be difficult if it's going to struggle to go up higher. It's still above the 5-day moving average. RSI 5 daily still very oversold, and the RSI 2 on the weekly is also above the 90, which is oversold, overbought and overbought, not oversold. So keep an eye on that. Going over to the Qs, overbought over here, still continue to go higher. Green candle. You can see here on the RSI 5, it's overbought. The divergence that was showing up has been voided out, so it now no longer having a divergence signal. RSI 2 on the weekly is still very overextended. So just have to be patient and just wait for to get that pullback. Going over to IWM, different story. We have a potential target up here with resistance. Note that we have an engulfing candle. Today's candle is larger, the body of the candle is larger than yesterday's, and it closed below the 5. So we have a bearish tendency down here. So to get a good confirmation, we want to see a close below the bottom of this engulfing candle right here at the wick. So we're looking at approximately 184.59, and we're coming down away from the extended area on the RSI 5. We're still very extended on the RSI 2 on the weekly. So target could be down here on the 200-day moving average here. Going over to the gold, still trading in the formation here between the triangle. It's not very oversold, so it's still in the center of the range here. And as far as on the weekly, it's also hasn't gotten oversold as well. So neutral on this, unless we start seeing a break below this. There is a slight gap here, so we may get a tag of it, then go bounce back up, but it's hard to tell. We'll just have to wait for the market to see what it tells us. Going over to Bitcoin, continuing on, it's continuing on falling. It's below the 5-day moving average. We do have the 200 coming up. That could be our target right over here. No divergence for our bounce, so we're going to take that out. And on the weekly, it is now starting to get ready to break below the 10-day, not 10, but the reading of 10 to be considered oversold on the weekly. Going over to silver, we do have a Harami. So to confirm this, we want to see a close either below the bottom of this today's candle or above to see which way the trend is going to want to continue to go on. They do have some resistance up here, so won't be surprised if we do go up and tag this before going down, or if it starts closing below 2165, then our target could be down here at the support here or right at the 200-day moving average. As you can see on the RSI 5, it's now in the center, so it's not overbought or oversold. The weekly, it's also in the center, so I'm neutral on this. Going over to USO real quick, it has broken below the 5-day moving average. We have a bearish engulfing candle, so if we continue to close below the bottom of this wick, we can head down to this target here for support, or even down way at the bottom, which is a lot of support down here. If we continue to break up, we're going to have some resistance over here. SMH, we are over the resistance, trading up higher. We do have an engulfing candle. Last time we had something similar to this engulfing was back here, and it was followed by a small doji, and then we have the close below the doji, which if you put the two candles together pattern, you get a harami. You got the close below, and we had that down move. So could this be happening? We'll see. Just have to wait and watch. XLF, the financials, we did get that tag up here. It's anticipated. There's a 200-day moving average. Actually, it practically touched the 200-day moving average. Still probably can if it still has a little bit of room to go up. You can see the RSI 5 is overextended. RSI 2 on the weekly is on the upper area, similar to what we had back here. Didn't go over the 90 reading, so we may get the same result once it starts rolling over. We do have a slight close below the 5-day moving average, so not enough for me to be convinced that it's going to trigger or confirm that it's going down. And then finally, UNG, natural gas. And I did get the ticker symbol to go long. It's BOIL. To go short is KOLD. It's a leverage 2 times. And it's kind of trading sideways here, so just have to wait and watch. The RSI is coming from an oversold zone several days ago down here. It's heading up. Same thing with the weekly. So the momentum's kind of on the upward. If we do, there's a good chance, good probability we're going to close above this with the target up here at 739. And just out of curiosity, let's see what kind of move that would be if that happens. That's about a 12% move. All right, and that's pretty much it for what I see in the markets. Have a great night, and stay tuned for the next video of my watch list. Thanks a lot. Take care.